What's going on, guys? Time for another episode of Real Talk from the Whiskey Wall. Today I humbly bring you not to do when you get pulled over.
Am I under arrest?
This is very unconstitutional what you're doing.
No, you know what? It's not unconstitutional. I already explained it to you. Driving's a privilege and not a right.
Listen, you've all had that experience, that moment. Driving down the road, maybe doing, 65 and 20, maybe you blew a red light, bloop, bloop, lights go off. It's gonna go one of two ways, either really lousy or really not as lousy. It's all up to you. And so today I humbly present to you some very, very simple steps to take to make sure not only do you not get a ticket, but that you don't go to jail.
You realize in the state of Texas that speeding in and of itself is not illegal.
First of all, refusing to comply with orders. Love this guy. Gets pulled over, he thinks he's a really cool lawyer, he's a roadside know-it-all, starts stating laws and regulations to try and get himself out of a jam. You wanna know who knows more about the law than you? The police.
Listen to you, and you're not gonna let me go, even though we got me legislator.
Next up, dropping the line, do you know who I am? Do people occasionally get a break? Sure. A warning? Absolutely. For being polite, being respectful, and following orders. Don't play the do you know who I am card. It's only gonna succeed in jacking up your ticket price.
Sorry, I'm having a panic attack.
Gotta love that liberal New York legislator. That brings us to number 3. Don't have a panic attack, or even worse, fake one. Seriously, for the love of God, please do not fake a mental break, because here's what's gonna happen. There's a camera around there somewhere that's rolling, and it's gonna end up on the WWW.
Hands up! Hands up! You reach for that gun, I will shoot you in the head. Put your hand on the dash! Put your hands on the dash!
Number 4 is pretty simple. Don't want to get shot? Keep your hands where the police officer can see them. Don't want to be tased? Don't suddenly reach into your pocket.
Damn, I can smell the weed.
Traffic stop. You put me over for a fucking traffic stop. You everything. Oh, everything. You did that shit because I was black.
Here's another one for you. When you get pulled over, don't play the race card. Don't play the you just pulled me over because I'm insert racial identity here. Just makes you look like an idiot, because 90% of the time the officer can't actually see what you look like before they pulled you over. They didn't pull you over because you're black or Hispanic or Asian. They pulled you over for going 90 in a 20. You're not being ticketed because of your socioeconomic background. You're being ticketed because you're an idiot.
But we told you he's an Article 4 free inhabitant, so he does not have to have a license.
Have you heard this one? The you can't ticket me because I'm a free inhabitant of the land card? You're not a free inhabitant of the land. You're a stupid hippie and your parents are ashamed of you. Stop. Just please, for the love of God and America, stop. You're gonna end up on YouTube.
I pay your salary.
You know what, ma'am? Yes, you do. Which means that you have actually paid for this. You want a lick?
Next up, don't say things like, I pay your salary or I will have your job. First of all, if you're one of those people, chances are you're unemployed and you spend your days marching around in pointless parades wearing knit vagina hats, and you're not exactly contributing to that officer's salary anyway. Second, you want that cop's job? Go for it, but that's gonna be a problem considering you're triggered by the sight of guns, the sight of a police uniform, or the sight of anything with the word work involved. Remember, just because we live in a society where our public servants are paid with taxpayer dollars doesn't give you the right to choose which laws you break. Next up, don't run from the police. You would think that this piece of advice would be a no-brainer. However, the vast majority of people who choose to run from police forget that the last time they ran for anything was when Chick-fil-A announced they were giving out 100 free sandwiches to the first people in line. You're not exactly in top physical shape. You're not going to win that race. You're not going anywhere, big boy, except an extra 2 years of regular prostate exams by your new roommate.
I'm having my boobs done.
You're going to have them done?
Yes, I'm going to have them done. I'm having surgery in 4 days. So if you cannot tow my car, because I already have so much to do.
Well, you should be able to get your car. It's not that expensive.
It's just an inconvenience.
Finally, don't flirt with the officer. I mean, listen, you can try, and the officer may enjoy it, but it's probably not going to get you anywhere. And the real big no-no is actually offering sexual favors to cops, like that judge's daughter up in Massachusetts who offered sexual favors to get out of that heroin bust. That didn't work out so well. Hint, it's definitely not going to work when you're rocking the meth mouth. Honestly, people, the best way to handle being pulled over, keep your hands on the wheel and don't be an idiot. If you are sick and tired of seeing these attacks on the police for them just doing their jobs, do us all a favor, share this video. That does it for this episode of Real Talk from the Whiskey Wall. God bless America.